right, I have returned. Right. Let's get back into it. So I guess there's a helper function you can call that gives you like a filters option thing that you can pass into autocomplete. It's kind of interesting. Um, oh, I see. Okay, so stringify is what I'm after here because this is a way of turning the option into a string to do matching on. I wonder what it does by default. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna grab this. And we're gonna build a thing. Oops. Filter options. Now let's see. Okay, well that's a choice. So can we? Where's the type coming from here? Is that there's a type parameter here for this? Okay, cool. Interesting. I think there's only one type parameter there. Does that work? Type of time zone sub-zero. Okay. Sure, then that means option is this. Cool. So stringify. We can do something like that. Hold on, what are the options inside of option? What are the things in there? Oh, I broke it. Okay, can we see that now? We want name, alternative name, group. At least that. And yep, there we go. So what that should let me do is then I should be able to do things like PDT, America, Los Angeles. I think for the get option label, we're going to do something here where we're going to do like, probably not that. I probably will want to show the alternative name though. The list of all the things in the group are probably not super helpful. All right, so now, there you go. America, Los Angeles, Pacific time, right? PST? Okay, that works too. Actually, that must be in the option group list. We're not showing. Okay, so when we look at, actually, we do have a type here. Raw time zone, raw format, abbreviation. Ooh, maybe abbreviation would be good to show wherever I'm doing that. And then also included in the search text if somehow it's not included in the list of things. There you go. We should show offset as well. option dot offset. Raw offset in minutes, raw format, current time offset. Minutes is probably not what I want either. I don't know. What does that look like? Minus 40. What's the other one? Current time format. Oh. Yes. Actually, yoink. Gonna go this way. Behold. That makes a lot of sense. Very nice. Great. All right, so that that's that. I think I have. Well, I say that's that. That's not really that because we still need a way to like interact with this component from profile page. We need to be able to say value, and we can say on change. That is definitely not the right thing, but we can do console log like that at least. Don't. Yeah. Okay. So that will be the interface we need to provide here. So let's make time zone select props value and on change. That's it. Yep. Okay. All right. Yeah. Right. Or are we going to say null or let's say undefined? There we go. That's what we'll do. Current zone name, actually not system zone name. Okay. In this case, I don't actually want to throw. We're just going to return undefined, aka return. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Okay. Nope. Definitely can't do that. In fact, yeah, we can just get rid of this because default time zone will be null potentially. Time zone or null. Okay. And that's fine. So basically what we did was we allowed the user of this component to provide a value, and that value will look up in the list of time zones to find the right time zone object that represents it. If we can, that'll be the default value that we pass to autocomplete, which can be null or undefined. Great. And then on change, it's almost certainly an on change equals something. Okay. So what did the doc say about on change? Callback fired when the event changes. So first param is the event we don't care about, and then the value, the new value of the component. Reason, details. And so new value here is a time zone object, and we're just grabbing the name. Nothing here changes because we're not actually using. Actually, that's not true. If I inspect console and I clear all those warnings, just hide all the warnings and errors, and then I select a different time zone. Yeah, you can see we have a console log, so that works. All right. So thinking about what are the next things to do, the standard tags, I have a choice. I can't use this component because this expects to be used in a context where we have the where we're like inside an edit view or something, right? Because it uses autocomplete array input. It uses the use input callback or hook rather.
It's an idea, Uncle Ben.
I guess what I will do is I will create a new component. Now the question will be later on, should I update the tag input component to use the component that I'm about to make rather than directly using the input from React admin? Let's see. So we'll have a tag. What am I going to call this component? We could call this a tag select. It's not really accurate though. I don't want to call it tag input. We already have a component that's called that. And that nomenclature means something else here. I guess I'll do something like this. Disambiguate that. Tag input raw. Yeah, nothing like that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make a interface. Yep. And then we're going to have how do we want to do this? Value is just a string array on change. So that's going to depend. Do I want this? So let's go back to the MUI docs. We're also going to probably use the autocomplete here. Do I want to? Actually, no. I think what I want to do is I want to use chips. Yeah. Chips with a little icon like this. Yoink. So I could do on change, but if I wanted to have on change prop to call back, then I would need to is that possible? Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. I think that'll be simpler, right? So we'll do that. Then we'll do something like this. Just want to grab this. Oh, I see. Stack, huh? Try that. Alright. Stack. Sure. We don't need a click. Do a handle delete. Yeah, something like that. Let's implement our actually, let's take a step back for a second. Okay, this is fine. So what do we do here for this field? Autocomplete, get options label, default value, change. But oh, I see. So this is where that label came from. So I want to add a label here and take this out. Yep. Okay. So we temporarily lose the label. Then we're going to add that label back. So, okay. So that's how I want to approach this, right? So we're going to do tag input raw. And then we don't need to turn that into a string anymore. All right. Export default. Now will you quick fix? There you go. All right. So that is going to be the thing we just did. Cool. We're going to need label question mark. Okay, let's take a look at the docs here for what is the stack? No. Stack is a container component for arranging elements vertically or horizontally. This or like this. Okay. We have a container. We have a box. Suppose we have a box. We have some kind of label. I guess we could just use the typography component. Label. Of course, it's not gonna generate imports the way I prefer. There we go. And then we want to pull out label. Check. Potentially what I would want to do here for this type is, instead of using a string, to use like, is it React node or something else that represents something that's renderable here. This is fine. What does that look like? Standard tags. Right. And then we just want to do something where we say value map. Right. Let's see. There. Yep. There we go. Key is that. Label is also the tag. Delete. So on delete. So the thing is that we don't get. Well, I can go look at the docs, but I'm pretty sure. There you go. Let's go back to profile page. Let's add our on change, and we'll log that. So the array didn't change. So if we go back to Chip, look at the API. On delete. I'll backfire when the delete icon is clicked. So what we need to do is we need to have a way of. Oh, also we don't need translate here anymore, I guess. We need a way to know which chip was clicked. So well, first of all, this type is a lie. What is the type of on delete? Any. Cool. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we get an object. It's the thing that was clicked, right?
I saw it when I walked, boy.
I mean, the thing to do would be to do something like this. I think that'll work. Now, one of the things, yeah, okay, that checks out, right? So that tags change gives me a new array. It tells me that, hey, tag should now just be that one, right? Yeah. more do I want here? Something like that. This up here. Can we just do that on here? Actually, for that matter, can we do, does the delete removes the specified value from the set, returns true? Okay, so that, not what I want. I just go here then. Right. Yeah, it turns a. Okay. I was just thinking about like just take the tag values, and if we turn it into a set, and then convert tags to a set to duplicates, then back to an array and sort. Beautiful. Okay, so then we need a way. We need a way to add additional tags, right? So text input. No. What's it called? Louis? Text field. All right. So comments. Oops. Translate. No. I mean, that is. I mean, maybe that actually works. Although current target, pivot target, HTML div element. Why does it think? Right. Needs to be like input props. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Of course, it doesn't actually do anything yet, but you know, one thing at a time. What if I put this inside of the stack? What would that look like? Not great. What if I put it above? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Good enough. Now for vacation days, should this also be kind of a similar sort of input situation? No. What should it be? I guess we want some kind of multi-calendar select sort of thing. Some way, somehow. I think I'm actually going to descope this. I'm just going to remove it from the list of things I want to do right now because it seems not so important. Whereas I think I have some immediate uses for these other things. So how are we going to get the access token? That I said I was going to come back to. Let's see. Twitch. Developer guy something. So where's that? Authentication. Use OAuth 2.0. There's user access tokens and app access tokens. Treat access tokens, refresh tokens, and client secrets like a password and safeguard them, aka don't have stuff like this, maybe. User access tokens require user permission to access resources. User access tokens uses scopes to identify the resources, the fields within a resource. Your app needs permission to access. So getting a thing like this, right? And so there are different flows. There's implicit grant flow, authorization code grant flow, and device code grant flow. I already know this is not what we want. Implicit grants. If your app does not use a server, for example, use this flow if your app is a client-side JavaScript app or mobile app. So tell me about implicit grant. We do technically, we will have a server, but right now we don't for this little app. So can we use this? To get a user access token using implicit grant flow, navigate the user to here. Yeah. And then you have to have a Twitch app registered, which I do. So you provide the ID, and that's not secret. That's the catch here, right? That's like why implicit grant flow exists. Why it's for client-side JavaScript or mobile apps is because you don't want to put your secrets, like your registered Twitch client app client secret, in there. So provide a client ID. Okay, set to token. The other flow, this is set to code, authorization flow. State, although optional, you're strongly encouraged to pass a state string to help prevent CSRF attacks. The server returns a string to you in your redirect URI. Yep. So here's an example of a URI that you would build, send the user to. And if the user's logged into Twitch, Twitch asks them to authorize access. User authorizes by clicking authorize. The server sends access token to your redirect URI in the fragment portion. So like this. JavaScript, you can access the fragment using document location hash. If they didn't authorize it, they send an error code. So this is all based off of the redirect URI. So we're gonna need a couple things to make this happen. Let's make notes. This is where we're at. So let's see here. Read Twitch OAuth auth. Button. Yep. Things to do. So we want a button that we're going to add to the profile. Shows if connected already. Allows auth if not. Allows reauth. So in other words, it will, like, instead of displaying the tokens, we'll display a thing saying, hey, you're connected. You want to like reconnect. And if it doesn't, if the tokens aren't present in the profile, it just says, hey, you're not connected. Click here to connect. We need a custom route to handle callback from Twitch. Need component for custom routes. Show error. Show success and update profile. Let's make sure. So if it's successful, we get an access token back. We don't get a refresh token. Right. Right, so that's the difference. Like if we were using the authorization code grant flow, we would potentially get a refresh token as well. We would be able to use that to get a new access token rather than having to reauth. So this is, I think, potentially shorter term. So at some point, when we actually have like the front end and the back end all together and working, we might change this again. But for now, just to be able to like move forward, we'll just do it this way. We also want to generate CSRF state token and store in somewhere. Session storage. Check state CSRF token. Show error if does not match. There we go. So those are the things I think I need to do to make this work. So how does the OAuth button know if we're connected? Connected if access token value asked is not yeah. So the idea will be like in the profile page, we're gonna get rid of these text fields, and I'll add a let's change this. So this will be like a Twitch OAuth button. Yep. There's not going to be an on change because the button is going to do things. As then it's going to handle navigating us to Twitch to reauth if needed. Actually, I already see something I want to do here. So let's then let's do another card. Yeah. So it's gonna be angels. There you go. And I guess what I'm gonna do is I won't have content. I'm just gonna have actions like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So if there won't be a refresh token, I will keep like a separate sub object inside a profile, so we can pass that there. So the interface for this will be like tokens, something like that. Yeah. What was I saying? All right, so inside the button, when we get to that here in a minute, basically it's going to have a thing to show, hey, you have a token. Do you want to reauth? I guess theoretically we might be able to. Oh, hey, look, validating tokens. Okay, so we have another thing we want to do. We need to pull the. Let's see. Like briefly thinking, I was it's gonna autocomplete. Now we don't have Copilot instead of workflow. Need to pull the Twitch validate endpoint hourly. What else did it say? Oh, I actually want to do this. This is a little bit different, right? Because I mean, they say this includes web apps. Your app must validate the token when it starts. What does start mean? Validate endpoint. So there's a list of things to do. I'm gonna take a break here though for a few minutes to stretch my legs, and also because I think some groceries arrived, and I'll be back in a few, and we'll actually do all these things hopefully. So, here we go.